A family of immigrants, the Danyliuks, moves from Ukraine to Canada. They settle in London, Ontario, and live in a house they can't afford, which leads to frequent arguments between Alex's parents. His mother manages to get a job as a bookkeeper's assistant at a local bank, but all her earnings go toward paying off their mortgage. His father, however, is unlucky in securing employment and relies on welfare to get by. With no friends to hang out with, Alex grows attached to his mom's computer. He spends hours playing video games and browsing the internet, which sparks his dream of going to college to become like Steve Jobs or Bill Gates. Determined to save up for college, Alex starts working as a clicker, generating fake traffic for websites by constantly changing his IP address and visiting the same sites repeatedly. He earns money, but it never feels like enough. Despite his efforts, the financial situation at home worsens, and his parents continue to argue. In the next scene, Alex visits a coffee shop. While drinking his coffee, he sees a news report about a group called Dark Web, which is hacking banks and government sites under the banner of fighting corruption. When he returns home, he finds his mother crying. She has just been fired by the bank, and the stress of mortgage payments is overwhelming her. Feeling helpless but determined, Alex gives her all his college savings, leaving himself with nothing. Out of anger toward the bank that fired his mother, Alex recalls the Dark Web group and decides to join the movement. He creates an account and learns that in order to rise through the ranks and become a soldier, he must commit an illegal act. He targets a school bully by creating a fake website selling supplements. The bully ends up making a purchase using his dad's credit card, which has a large balance. Alex sends this information to Dark Web, which grabs the organization's attention. An admin named Roosevelt contacts him, and Alex expresses his desire to make money. Roosevelt agrees to help, but warns that if Alex gets caught, he's on his own. His first assignment is becoming a black market trader. Alex receives items such as laptops and phones, which he resells at discounted prices. He starts with gaming laptops and sells them to a local gamer. After sending the money to Roosevelt, Alex keeps his cut and buys himself a new laptop. He continues to receive and sell items, making easy money. He eventually upgrades to selling vulnerable shopping cards. Within 3 weeks, Alex saves more money than he had in 4 years. Alex leaves his hometown to attend college in Toronto. He rents an apartment but is informed that, due to late payment, he can only start in the January semester. Needing money to survive, he resumes his illegal dealings. Thanks to his success, Alex climbs the dark web ranks and gains access to more tools, like buying credit cards, creating fake IDs, and using the cards to shop online. He first tries buying watches and reselling them to pawn shops and jewelry stores, but has trouble finding a buyer. After his first rejection, a man named Cy appears to be watching him. Cy follows him from shop to shop, and after witnessing his struggle, offers to help. Cy says he can make the sale if Alex gives him a cut. Alex agrees, and Cy successfully closes the deal. This marks the beginning of their friendship and business partnership. Alex uses stolen cards to make purchases, and Cy takes care of sales. They sell everything, from phones to cops to luxury watches to troopers. They even develop a steady relationship with a jeweler, whom they visit regularly to build trust. Together, they make and save a lot of money. As the new semester begins, Alex prepares to start school. One morning while buying coffee, Alex sees a news update about Dark Web's ongoing cyber attacks. Inspired by their mission to punish corruption, he questions the value of college. He calls Cy and tells him he wants to continue working with him. To contribute to Dark Web's cause, Alex creates a list of corrupt bankers. Cy, who knows people in the nightlife scene, like waitresses, barbers, and strippers, helps gather information. During a visit to a strip club manager, Cy learns about a Colombian man who tried to assault a girl and left behind his credit card. The manager hands the card to Cy and suggests that they punish the guy. Alex identifies the card as an infinity card, known to have a high balance but also high risk. Cy convinces Alex that they will use it once. Alex walks into the bank posing as the Colombian and successfully withdraws cash. They drive off and celebrate. The next day, Alex decides to take revenge on the bank that fired his mother, the International Bank of Canada. Alex enters the bank pretending to be a new client, distracts a teller, and inserts a flash drive that crashes the bank's system. While trying to flee, he's caught by security. Cy rushes in, and the two are taken in for interrogation by a man called Curtis. Instead of calling the police, Curtis listens as Alex offers to revamp the bank's software in exchange for their freedom. Curtis accepts the deal, and they walk free. Alex's daring bank hack earns him serious respect in the dark web community and even grabs the attention of Zed, the group's leader. Around this time, Cy chats online with a girl named Kira, who is intrigued by Alex's skills and goes on a date with him. Cy encourages Alex to ask Kira to join their operation, which she agrees to do. Kira brings major upgrades to their activities. She secures more credit cards, hides them in magazines to ship to buyers, teaches them about onion browsing for anonymity, and helps with physical purchases of watches and jewelry. Sales skyrocket. Kira is especially skilled at finding clients through social media, which makes Cy suspicious. When questioned, Kira claims her uncle helps her. Alex dismisses Cy's doubts, suggesting he's just jealous. Kira proposes moving to Hong Kong, the hacker capital. Alex refuses, citing loyalty to Cy, who secretly overhears the conversation. Later, Alex meets Roosevelt and asks about Kira. Roosevelt says he's never heard of her and warns she might not be trustworthy. Tensions rise further when the trio goes to sell a truckload of electronics. Kira insists the buyers take everything, which spooks them. Gunshots are fired and the deal falls through. Shaken, the group decides to leave Toronto for Hong Kong. In Hong Kong, they buy a new car, set up a workspace, and continue their operations at a larger scale. They get so many cards they eventually fail to verify one, triggering a pickup alert, a sign a card has been reported stolen. Alex and Kira feel like they're only making money, but not making change. Cy interrupts, announcing it's his birthday. They go out partying, but a fight breaks out. Alex and Cy are arrested. Kira bails them out, claiming her uncle pulled strings. The next morning, Cy is gone. Kira shares a new idea: robbing ATMs, since stolen physical cash isn't insured. Later, Cy returns with gifts to apologize. He admits he used the Colombian's Infinity card again, angering Alex. Furious, Alex kicks him out. Kira and Alex proceed with the ATM heist, leaving dark web business cards behind. They steal $2.3 million, making headlines. Kira suggests they quit and start a new life, but Alex is still committed to punishing the system. Their kiss is interrupted by a call from Zed, who wants to meet. Alex says he has a plan to make billions. They meet Zed on a Hong Kong island. Zed is disabled and not what they expected. He agrees to help but warns they now belong to him, and one mistake means death. Before leaving, Alex listens to a voicemail from Cy, who is back in Hong Kong. Before Cy finishes, there's a knock on his door, and two armed men enter. Alex and Kira rush to the hotel but find it ransacked, and Cy dead in the bathtub. Alex wants to call the police, but Kira stops him. It turns out the Colombian had tracked them after Cy's second transaction. Despite the loss, Zed orders them to proceed with their plan. Kira tells Alex that after this job, they should escape and live quietly. Meanwhile, the chairman of the Federal Reserve prepares to inject funds to prevent a market crash. At their hideout, Alex and Kira publish fake reports of the chairman's assassination just before the market closes, triggering panic. The stock market crashes globally. Zed profits massively, sends them a share, and disappears. Suddenly, Alex and Kira are ambushed and separated. Alex is taken to an abandoned office, drugged, and wakes up alone. He tries calling Kira and Zed, but both numbers are disconnected. He flies to Bangkok, their agreed safe zone. There, he books a hotel and checks on his parents. Kira never shows. At an internet cafe, he learns that Zed has been arrested and Kira was shot dead. His card triggers a pickup alert, and he is arrested. In jail, Alex pleads for internet access but is ignored. He falls ill but recovers, resolving to move on from the past despite missing his parents. 2 years later, Alex is released under a royal pardon. Outside the prison, Kira is waiting. She reveals that everything had been part of a deal with the FBI. Her uncle was Curtis, and she was tasked with getting close to Alex to lure him to Hong Kong, ultimately helping them arrest Zed. FBI agents had even staged the buyer ambush to scare them into fleeing to Hong Kong. Alex asks why she never told him. Kira says she couldn't, she was always being watched. But now, with everything behind them, they can finally reunite and live an honest life. They drive off together, ready to start anew.